What's up, guys? Welcome back. Another video, another day. I'm really tired today. Hang on, let me shut my door 1 second. Ooh, yeah, we're back. Another video, another day. Probably gonna look at a few problems today. I don't know. Probably gonna be another shorter video like yesterday. Tomorrow we're heading out to San Francisco. So I think I'm gonna do. At the moment I'm thinking it just depends on time, but I think tomorrow I will do another stream. It'll be a lot earlier than normal, probably about during the day instead of at night. Squirrix, dude, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Thanks for popping in again. So yeah, heading out to San Francisco tomorrow. So I think I'll probably do another video tonight. So tomorrow, sorry, during the day. Probably definitely a shorter one. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at a few problems. It is pretty late. I still have to keep packing my bag. I definitely didn't want to miss a stream. So yeah. I had a suggestion that maybe we should do a little bit more structured learning. I mean, we do every random problem, and it's kind of tough, but I'm sure picking random problems. Maybe we should stick to something. I don't know, but I mean, I feel like we have enough experience here, but let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the top 100 liked. No, I think it was graph theory what we were looking at. I finished setting up in the server today. In the end, I went with Arch Linux in terms of OS. Let's go, dude. Are you a Linux boss, dude, Squirrix? I feel like I'm not. I mean, I use Linux on this boot, but I'm nowhere near a Linux bro, dude. I'm also kind of a noob, but we're gonna take a look at this problem here. Man, I feel like shit as well, dude. What I ate today was like so bad, dude. So let's take a look here. We got our DFS implementation here. I was struggling to finish this problem, but I think I want to finish this problem today. Let's grab some. Let's put some music on, dude. I have some experience with different Linux distributions like Debian, Arch, or Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Yeah, I don't really have much experience with Linux. I just decided to boot it just for fun and see where it took me. So I enjoy it so far. It's good. It's just definitely a lot different. So. Okay, I guess we want to probably define our DFS function here, right? I mean, we haven't defined it yet, so we're going to figure out what we want, though. It is a void function. It's going to be a recursive function here, but oh, we know we have our print function here. We have our adjacency list here that takes an email to name and it accounts gets an unordered name, email to name, and then a vector of strings accounts. That's from the problem here. For const Const auto reference count. Yeah, I just figured out I should learn it since many companies run on Linux. That is true. That is exactly why I wanted to do it too, bro. So I feel like it's a good skill to have. Let's power up some music here, dude. Man, I hate on the streams, dude, having to listen to non-copyright music. Okay. Dude. Let's grab a I guess we're playing no copyright. Let's jump on the no copyright, dude. No copyright, lo-fi, baby, lo-fi. Copyright free lo-fi, dude. Just play some of this. Devinesh Ravant. Good to see you, bro. I have no experience, just an unemployed wannabe dev. I mean, bro, same with me, dude. I'm unemployed too, and I have no experience other than an intern, so yeah. I mean, that's okay. Bro, I'm information technology major. Am I more cooked than you are since CS degree is more valuable? Bro, I'm information technology major. Am I more cooked than you are since CS degree is more valuable? I don't really know what you mean by that question. I'm a master's degree student, so I mean, I don't know. I don't think you're cooked at all, to be honest. I don't think anyone's cooked. I think, bro, if you just like doing what you're doing and getting better at your craft, I think you're fine either way, bro. I only recently started applying for jobs, so that makes you feel any better. I know some people come in here and think I've been unemployed for 200 days, so, but no, I only just recently started applying. I'm still a student, so I don't think you're cooked whatsoever, bro. I hope that makes you feel better. Lexi, hi baby, what's up? So I think at least what we want to pass into this function here, into this DFS function, is we want a vector. Where is that function here? Yeah, DFS. We want to pass in a unordered score map, vector of a string graph. So we pass in our graph, right? We want a reference to that, so let's create that reference. We want probably a reference to our email to name function. I think we're probably gonna need that too. So let's do let's go map string email to name. You were kind of rude, Lexi. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm rude? I think you're trolling, bro. I think you're my buddy, but I'm not gonna say anything. Ooh. Actually, we're already working with email name here. I don't think we need that. I think we probably need our visitor array. Unordered underscore set string. Sorry, unordered set. We want our current string that we're looking at. Probably our current account here. I think we would need, let's grab our current account. We need a reference to this too. Also won't work. We need our reference. And I believe we need our vector string current account. Oh, we're outside the array here. Let's do vector string reference current count. I think we need to go back to the drawing board and like fully comprehend our code. So open Xcali draw. I want to fully comprehend our code here, so let's just fully think about what we have to do in this DFS function. We're building our JCC list here. We have a unordered map here, so with the string and our counts. Let's take a look here. So, what will this output SCDC out size of vector int? Trick question. Let's see. SCDC out size of SCD vector. I mean, it's going to be the memory size of vector. And integer is 4 bytes. So, that's tough, dude. Trying to think. I feel like the size of the vector is going to depend on how many integers that we're holding. And it's 4 bytes in integer, so my answer is either, yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm not sure if it'll, I think, do we need more context to the question? I think, I don't know. I feel like we need to know how many integers are within the vector. I think the answer is the however many vectors are in the integer, because they're 4 bytes each, so that would be the size. I don't know. That's my answer. I only just started learning C++, so I don't know. Let's search it up. Prints the size in bytes, the object itself, not the size of the data it contains. The object itself. This is commonly 24 bytes, 3 pointers. Okay. So 24 bytes, so the begin end capacity, so well, I was wrong. There we go. It's an empty vector, so it depends on how the vector class is implemented. Okay, so that's kind of what I said, Devanesh, right? In a way, I said we needed more context to it, but I think it was the amount of integers inside of the vector. I don't know. I feel like at least I should get half points for that, so I guess we can ask Claude, dude. Let's see what Claude has to say. So, if I had a size, if I had 3 vectors, if I had 3 integers inside this vector, how much would this print? I'm gonna give you 0.25. Okay. Sounds good, bro. print 24 to 32 bytes depending on the compiler platform. This is because size returns the size of the vectors and data structure typically contains a pointer, the current size, number of elements, the capacity, allocated space. Okay, size of vector plus the vector size times the size of the integers. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. How good are you at C++? Devonish. You C++ boss, dude. I've only been learning 2 months, so. Anyway, let's go back to this here. The unordered map function, we have our build adjacency list here. We're looping through our accounts in accounts. So our accounts have these, right? Let's put this on the up here. Account and accounts. We grab the account name, right, which is John here. Our string name is equal ACC 0, so the current one we're looking at, right, which would be our John here in this case. We loop through for int I is equal to 1, count is less than I is equal to 1, I is less than ACC.size. So we're looping from our first element here. For j is equal to I plus 1, j is less than account size, j plus plus. So then we're looping from the one in front of it. So we start here, here, and we're starting from the one in front of it, which would be this one. Let's make this orange, right? Count.size. We append our graph account I. So this is what our graph is going to look like. Graph here. We're going to have our key value pairs here. So we're going to have graph account I dot push back. Account I being John Smith at mail.com. We're going to push this one, and then we're going to push the opposite too. So we're creating a directed graph again. Here. John Smith, John York at mail.com. Is this our accounts? So I believe we want to print our graph. So let's run this. I think we're going to get an error here. Whoops. Let's comment this out. I think we got an error in here. We misspelled string here. String. Yusuf Underclad visited. We got visited. If visitor.find email is equal to visitor.end. Console reference email name and email to name. If visitor.find email. Low key rude. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jake Jones. What's up, bro? Let's grab this stuff here. Let's comment this out. Fuck, dude. Have to manually comment this out. Okay, sweet. Okay, so we expected that here. We get John00. Let's see here. So we get John Smith at mail.com to John New York We sort of John New York to John Smith at mail.com. Then what do we do here? We loop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, emojis, bro. For in I is equal to 1, I is less than account.size. Here we go to the next one here. So then in our accounts, our next one here would be johnsmith.com, john00.com, johnsmith at mail.com. We have John New York and John00, so that makes sense here. John00. Then we have Mary. We go to Mary at mail. That doesn't have any, doesn't have an extra one, so we don't have to connect it to anything. How is life without Shorty? Shorty the cat, dude. It is so much better, dude. It is unbelievable. I cannot be any happier, dude, than being near that cat. Okay, so this is what our graph should look like. So I guess we can kind of remove this. Let's get rid of this. Shorty the Legend was a great cat to live with. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shorty the Legend was a great cat to live with. She was alright, dude. She was alright. Are you an international student? I am an international student. I'm from Australia, and I live in the United States. So yeah, I am an international student. That's you're the first person that's ever asked me that, dude. So yeah, I am an international student. Are you an international student too, Naren? Okay, so here we're mapping everything. So now we have to think about, okay, how do we want to map this? And then obviously we're doing email to name, account I is equal to name. So we have our email to name, which is another unordered map. At each one here, we are mapping. I believe here we should be easy to write this down. We can do email to name, right? I believe what we want to look at here is we have our string name here being the value that we're looking at. So John, and then we loop from every first value, right? So then we would go, okay, we would have John Smith at mail.com, and that would map to John. I looked into you and you seem really interesting. Do you plan on being a SWE in USA or an Oz? Honestly, dude, the goal is I mean, I am an international student. I'm going to, I'm graduating here in a month. I'm gonna look for a job. Oh, I started looking for a job. Sorry, I'm not graduating in a month. I'm graduating in December. Started looking for a job. I don't really mind either way. Like, I don't mind being a SWE in the US or in Australia. If there's an opportunity that comes my way and it's a good opportunity, I'll stay in the US. If not, I'll go home to Australia. I honestly, yeah, that's just as simple as it is. So I don't really mind either way is the answer to your question. But that was a good question, dude. You're the first one that's ever asked me that, so John. Okay, so we look at John here in our accounts. These come to John. Then we have our email to name, John again. We have John Smith at mail.com. So email account I is equal to name. That's a nice way to navigate life. I wish you the best, dude. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We got John here. We're going to have another John. We have John Smith at mail.com. So let's copy this John. I can put John Smith in here. I just want to put everything on my screen, and then we can kind of think in a way that how we can do this DFS here. We have John here. Then we have John Smith at mail.com, John00 at mail.com. John00 at mail.com. We have another John that maps. Right. Then we have our Mary here. Let's put Mary in our graph here. Sue Mary at mail.com. Let's move all of this over here. Ooh. marymail.com. Then we have another John. A lot of fucking Johns in this example here. Okay, here we go. So now we've got everything here. Now we have to figure out how the... Let's take a look at the problem again, because again, we've been solving this problem over a total of like 3 days. So given a list of accounts where each element accounts I is a list of strings. The first element accounts I, 0 is a name, and the rest of the elements are emails, representing emails of the account. Accounts I is a list of strings where the first element accounts I is a name, and the rest of the elements are emails. Okay, I got that. Now we would like to merge these accounts. Two accounts definitely belong to the same person if there is some common email to both accounts. Note that even if the two accounts have the same name, they may belong to two different people, as people could have the same name. A person can have any number of accounts initially, but all their accounts definitely have the same name. So note even if two accounts have the same name, they may belong to two different people. Okay. May belong to two different people, could have the same name. A person can have any number of accounts initially, but all their accounts definitely have the same name. After merging the accounts, return the accounts in the following format. The first element of each account is the name, and the rest of the elements are emails in sorted order. Those accounts themselves can be returned in any order. So really our output here, we have John, John00, John New York, John Smith, Mary at mail.com. Then we have John at Johnny Bravo at mail.com. So I'm trying to think here how we can make this kind of go together. So we have two emails here. We have two Johns that had the same email, right? And these point to each other. So John Smith at mail.com. So I guess we need to think about our relationships here for this DFS. We're trying to implement. Here currently right now, we were thinking doing for const auto email name in email to name. If visited.find email is equal to visited.end, then we enter our loop, right? So if visited.find, so if it's not found, right, because we're using an iterator here, if it's not found, then we initialize a current account, and then we call our DFS function with email graph, visited, and current account. So we're looping through our graph here, or our email to name. If we see one that we've already seen, then there's no need, right? I'm trying to think here, how can this all map together? John00@mail.com. So you got John Smith at mail.com. We go through our graph here. Points to John New York at mail.com, John00 at mail.com. So I believe, what, all of these are probably together, I'm thinking. All of these are together. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they have some sort of common neighbor here, right? So let's take a look at the answer, what we're expected here. We're expected john00@gmail.com. JohnnyBravo.com. So Johnny Bravo is the one that should be by itself. You have a really good GPA. Have you considered applying for PhD after Masters? Naren, I've been asked that before. I am a good student. I just, not really, dude. I don't really want to do a PhD. I think at this point in my life, hang on, let me turn on the light here in my room. I don't think, a PhD really interests me, dude. Honestly, I think I just want to get a job and kind of do my own thing, work on my own projects and stuff like that, so. Yeah, if that answers your question. I don't know, PhD never really interested me, dude. So I'm just trying to figure out how this matches right here. First and second Johns are the same. Explanation: first and second Johns are the same person as they have the common email johnsmith.com. The first and second Johns are the same person because they have a common email. John Smith. Okay, so they have a common email, so that's why he's grouped them together. So they've put John Smith, John New York, and then Johnny Bravo was by itself. So that gives... Yeah, I totally feel you, dude. PhDs take a really long time. I wouldn't pursue one either, but I was curious about you since you're really dedicated towards the craft. Hey, Naren, I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that you found my stream, dude. So, yeah, dude. I love programming. I love computer science. I love, I was never, I don't know. I don't really consider myself like very talented in a way. I just, I don't know. I feel like I'm just passionate and I work hard, and I feel like that's where I've seen the most success in myself. I've never worked at anywhere crazy. I mean, like what you said. I mean, you looked up my LinkedIn probably and stuff like that. I've never interned at any like crazy places. I've always just done local things. But, yeah, I'm really grateful for everything. So, just try and work hard and kind of just hope an opportunity comes my way. So, yeah. So, anyway. So I guess we can kind of pull this back in, uncomment all this, right? TFS, create account here. This is so this kind of gave it away here. The first and second John's the same person because they have a common email, johnsmith@mail.com. The third John and Mary are different people as none of their email addresses are used by other accounts. We could return these lists in any order from the example Mary would still be accepted. So I'm thinking here, inside of our DFS function, we're passing in our graph, our visited set, and our current account. Trying to think here, how do we want to lead this DFS? So we're passing in our email, our graph, our visited, and our current account. Where's my OBS here? So we passing in our email. Fonts, email to name, the current email we're looking at, and the name, graph, the visited, the current account. So I think what we want to do here is we want to do visited.add. We want to add in our email, right? So, oh, we're not passing in our email. So I guess we want to do that. I guess we pass in our graph first, then our visited, then our current account, which we have a reference here. So really we want to add in our email. So I believe this would be a string email. What is our email here? We've got an email to name. To name is passing in 2 strings. So that string name here. Vector visited string. Will we have to pass this in as a reference? I don't think so. My knowledge of C++ is passing in these as references here, so. Reference, C++. C++ reference preferred in several scenarios, modifying function arguments, next class for direct manipulation of the original variable, avoiding costly copies of large objects. Oh, less common with ones with procedures. Const reference. This is where C++ gets me, bro. I don't think I have to pass this in as a reference. Const auto, because or maybe auto reference email. Pass in the email here. We're gonna leave it for now. Let's do visitor.add email. Right. Then we want to get our current account because it is a vector. We want to push back. Current account, I believe, is what we want to append to res, right? So we want Mary, Mary Mel, John, Johnny Bravo. Let's push back our email here. And we want to go, okay, so for const auto reference trying to think here, how do we want to loop over this? So we're adding to our visited, we're visiting this email, a current account or pushback email. So what do we want to do here? We want to looping over our email to name. We probably want to loop over our graph, right? This graph here, find the email that we're looking for, right? So that being what's our first email that we're going to look for here in our graph? Probably johnsmith@mail.com. John Smith. Append everything. Check that John New York points to something. If it does, append that. John00@gmail.com. Append that. I believe we're going to loop through everything and append all its neighbors, right? Because that's what our DFS does. So auto reference neighbor in graph, right? Now graph is going to be looking at a vector of strings. So we have for const auto reference neighbor in graph. Const auto reference. I don't know if this is const. Is it const? Are we going to be modifying it directly? I don't think so. Maybe it can be const. Trying to think. Const. I don't like this song, dude. Console to reference neighbor in graph, right? What are we looking for, right? Reference neighbor. So right now we pushed our current element, right? Current element being current account. I feel like we need to append what we're currently looking at, right? What are we returning here? Vector strings. Console to reference neighbor in graph. If it's gonna be a recursive DFS here, so how the fuck do we do that again off the top of our head? If oh, bro, dude, I'm getting cooked here. I don't know. For const auto reference neighbor in graph. What is this gonna do, right? We're looping through our graph here. That's what I'm missing, bro. This is a hash map. for const auto neighbor graph in email if whatever current value we're looking at, right? So if, what are we looking for here? If this here how do we make this logic here? If, what are we exactly looking for, right? That's what we need to think about here. I feel like I'm thinking too much of the bigger picture. What are we looking for here, right? We're looking for the specific email, right? And we're looking for, I guess, other emails that have the same email, right? So for example, John Smith, right? And John Smith. So if they have the John Smith email, then we're chilling, right? We want to group all these together, right? So how would we write that though? Documentation on what it said. Crop female. I don't know what this if is going to be, guys. I'm not sure. Because we're going to have a recursive function here within this if, right? We're going to have like DFS, and we're going to pass in, what are we going to pass in? Our string email, right? Right, I feel like we pass in the same email. We'd pass in our graph, our visited, and our current account, right? Hey guys, I'm not sure how to make this. I'm kind of lost. I'm gonna need some help here. If email envisaged, return. I'm kind of lost on the DFS function here. I'm kind of pissed right now, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I should be able to do this. So what is this doing? Email to name. He has a graph default dictionary set for account and accounts. Name is equal. So he's generating the set here, and then he's using DFS. If email in visited, he returns visit.add email, emails.append email, for neighbor in graph email, DFS neighbor emails, for email in graph, if email not in visited. This is union find. We don't want union find. DFS and DSU based approach. This is union find too. Merge accounts. Mark the current email as visited. Add it to the current account being built. Explore all unvisited neighboring emails. Emails that belong to the same person. Recursively visit those neighbors. So not add. Okay, maybe I'm thinking Python here probably. Visited.insert email. You main loop, you have visitor.find email is equal to visitor.end. This is a syntax error. It should be visitor.find email. Oh, whoops. Visitor.find email is equal to visitor.end. So after DS completes, sort the emails in current account. Think about it this way: each DFS call I'm confused what I'm looking for exactly. Added to the current account being built. So okay, we add it here, right? Explore all unvisited neighboring emails, emails that belong to the same person. That's what I'm confused about here. I know I have to do that here, but I'm a little bit confused as to what the if statement is here. Maybe we can just do DFS. Neighbor. Neighbor. Graph. Visited. Current account. If visited.find I feel like if we want to do visited.find email, we don't want to push back the same email, right? If visited.find finds element with a specific key. Does not equal to visited.end. guess this is more of like a base case here, right? This will return early if email is inside visited. I just want to make sure I did this correct. No, that's backwards. Visitor find does not equal visitor means that the email is found. Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, yeah. Does not equal visitor.end. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, I just typed that wrong. Okay. Yeah. Then we go ahead and add the email. We push back the email. And then here outside when we return the DFS here, we want to what? Sort. So let's actually just append for now. Let's do our vector2 string. So what is it? Our res here. Let's do res.append. Res.append. What is it called? Current account. No, it's not. We're not doing Python, dude. We're doing C++. Pushback. Current account. And then we return res. Let's see what we return here. Oh, we're missing something. We got our colon here. Pushback current account. I think we're outside of our scope here. Maybe we have to do that in here. I think that's our issue here. We're outside our scope. Johnny Bravo, Mary Mail. Holy shit, dude, I think we did it. John00gmail.com. Is that what we're looking for? John00. Bro, we did it. Holy fuck, dude. No fucking way, bro. Okay, so now I just have to sort it. Well, first I have to append the current value email that we're looking at, right? So, current name. So let's do like pen name first, right? So let's do current account dot pushback name. Then we sort, right? So how would we sort this? I think we can just do std sort. Std sort C++. Oh, dude, everything's so confusing in C++, bro. SCD. How to use std sort in Python? I just do .sort, dude. It's so fucking confusing. Like, do we have to use myArray sorts in descending order? What does +5 do here, bro? What? I don't. Do I have to make an iterator here? Std sort my vector dot begin vector dot end sorts in descending. Okay. std sort current account dot begin current account dot end res dot push back our current account. Bro, no way I just solved it, bro. Oh, oh my god, dude. Yo, Ethan, what's up, dude? What's up? Oh my god, I'm missing one test case, bro. What am I missing here? So our David has to go in the beginning. Shit, dude. Fuck. How would I do that here? Current name, append name. Bro. Okay, let's sort first. Maybe we can append in a specific spot. Sort. Append in specific spot. Like, there's got to be a way to do that, right? I mean, in our std vector. She inserts elements. Insert range. Can you insert a specific spot? Oh, position. Consider a position. Okay. Current account. Dot insert. Current account dot begin. Create that iterator. What is our next thing that we fucking add, dude? The value. Const key reference value. Const iterated position. Size type count. Did we just add in what? What we want to add in, right? So what do we want to add in? We want our email, right? Nope. John Bravo. Email, no, we want to add our name, bro. What am I doing? Adding email, bro. Bro, this might pass, dude. Bro, let's go, dude. That is fucking gas as fuck, dude. Holy fuck, we are the slowest fucking solution, but I am so fucking happy we solved that, dude. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit, dude. I'm actually so fucking proud of that solution, dude. Oh my god. Wow, dude, that took fucking 3 days to solve, dude. Holy shit. 3 separate fucking streams it took me to solve this problem. Like, we fucking did it, though. Like, that was a fucking tough problem, dude. Holy shit, dude. That was really fucking tough. I was so fucking stumped over this fucking DFS, but it was so simple, dude. I just needed the fucking base case here. Like, it took me literally... How long were we streaming for, dude? Like, what the fuck? It literally took me like 40 minutes to think about that base case, and it was so simple. Like, holy shit, dude. Thank you, thank you. Let's go, Ethan. Thank you, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. That was fire as fuck. That was considered a hard problem too, dude. Well, a lot of people saying that this... Very hard. Leetcoding should add this difficulty label very hard, and this is one of the first problems we labeled as that. That was fucking tough, dude. Wow. I'm really happy I solved that. That was... literally... Gosh, does it feel good to solve this problem without struggling and then read all the comments about how hard it is? After feeling dumb for months, all my efforts are finally paying off. I am mid 600s now. Struggle with hards often, but this problem seemed pretty medium. Maybe just longer than your average medium. Keep working on those problems. That is true, bro. Keep grinding, dude. Wow, bro. What a fucking problem, dude. Shit, man. is the... Let's do a quick stack problem, and then... I don't know why, but I'm just feeling like a stack today, bro. In stack, bro. I don't think we've ever solved this. Oh, no. That's... Trying to stack that sports push pop to achieving the minimum element in constant time. I think I'd rather do something different. Take a look at daily temperatures. May 19th, we solve this. Never done in C++ though, so given an array of temperatures represents the daily temperatures, return an array answer such as answer I is the number of days you have to wait after the ninth day to get a warmer temperature. Okay. Get a warmer temperature. There's no future day, which is possible. Keep answer I, bro. This working out here is crazy, bro. Let's take our temperatures here. Just on the screen. Oh, that was a bit too big, dude. Holy shit. Temperatures, right? Return an array answer such as answer I is the number of days you have to wait after the ninth day to get a warmer temperature. If there is no future day, which is this possible, keep answer I is equal to 0 instead. We have our temperatures here. We're returning here. So for this day, it's 1. This day it's 1, 1, and then from here we have to wait till here. So let's think about this. Daily temperatures return at a rate at certain answer is the number of days you have to wait until the ninth day to get a warmer temperature. So obviously this is a stack problem, right? I'm trying to think about how exactly we want to go about this. So we probably want to look at the day, right? Look at the day. Add that element to the stack. I know this is called a monotonic stack, but I have to... Tonic has a specialized type of stack that maintains specific order among its elements, either strictly increasing or strictly decreasing the bottom or the top of the stack. It's probably not as monotonous using fostering push operations. Okay, so we have our stack here. Right. We want to put 73 on our stack, right? So that's the first value that we're looking at, right? 73. So we put it on our stack, right? Okay, and then we come to our next value here, right? Put this here. We check, is the top of the stack? We don't want to put this here. We want to put the index value, I think, right? So here we're looking at 0, right? Added, yo, what's up, dude? Hi, man. We solved that problem, Added, yeah, dude. You fucking proud of me, dude? I was literally so fucking proud of myself, dude. We solved the count merge problem, dude. I'll send you my solution, bro. This problem was AIDS, bro. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna send you this to you on the Discord. Time for me to go again. See y'all next time. See you later, Screwix, dude. I sent it in the Leetcode chat. Check that shit out, bro. Proud solution right there, though, dude. Proud solution. Anyway, let's think about this. So, yes, bro. Let's go, dude. It took me forever, dude. It took me like 3 days to do it. 73, 74, 75, 71, 69, 70. Trying to think here. Put this value here. Let's think about this, right? We looking at 73, right? We put 0, right? Okay. And then we check. We come to the next value here, right? We put 1. These are the index values, by the way. I'm going to write index here. Right? Put the index value here. If this index value is this how the way to do it? If this index value is greater than that, go back to the question on left side. Oh shit! Whoops. Yeah, that's right. My bad. Adam Lipson, dude, what's up, dude? Good to see you again, bro. How you doing? I'm sure there's a number of days you have to wait after the update to get a warmer temperature. If there is no future day which is possible, keep answer as equal to 0 instead. Oh, nice. Literally did this yesterday. Yeah, dude. I've done it before, too. It's been a few months, but kind of forgot how to do it. I'm trying to think here. I'm pretty confident you put the index here on the stack, right? But I don't know how exactly I'd compare. I don't know if I'm thinking this in, like, n squared or... But I feel like there's probably a faster way to do it. Because the constraints here are 10 to the power of 5, so... You want to give me a hint here, Adam? If I'm thinking about it right or not? I don't know. Comes answer 0. I feel like, I mean, you can simply do n squared here, but it's obviously way too slow. I can't remember how exactly you'd use a stack here. 4 and I is equal to 0, I is less than temperatures dot size, I plus plus. Initialize a stack, C plus plus. Include stack. How will you form the AND array? I don't know what that means added yet, to be honest. I don't know what you're trying to say. Let's create our stack here. Creates an empty stack of integers. That looks good. Let's grab this code. Let's call it stack. I see stack. CPP reference. Take a look at the methods we have. Top, nice top element, empty, times the number of elements, push. Okay, that looks good. I++, right? Answer array. How will you form the answer array? Yeah, I'm trying to think. You need to keep the stack monotonic. You can use the index you have in the stack to compare the temperatures. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, I have solved it before. Like, you know, I know it is a monotonic stack. I just sometimes, like, when I haven't looked at problems for a little while, I kind of goes out the window a little bit. Stack. A structure that maintains a specific order among its elements, right? And that specific order is what the index that we're looking at from the bottom to the top of the stack. I mean, I have here that we're looking at the index here, right? Right now, currently looping through each value, right? But what do we keep a reference to? Like, do I keep another reference like a left here or whatever, right? I keep a pointer here like left. I keep it pointing to the value that we're currently looking at, right? Then, as we loop and we find a value that's greater than what it currently is, it's monitored against temperature, not the index. Ah, okay. Left being 73, 74. With the index, you can see what the temperature is at that day. Yes, yes. Okay. I'm gonna watch a quick video on a monotonic stack, dude. I have to refresh myself, dude. Maybe this video is fine.
I'm a medical student. All I do is study, so you could choose me. I've used Grammarly for forever.
Possibly one of the most confusing, yet useful ideas for problem solving in coding interviews is the monotonic stack. In this video, we're going to show you an example and summarize it, so make sure to stick to the end. The monotonic stack in the stack orderly after each new element is put onto the stack. What kind of order are we talking about? It could be either monotonically increasing, which means the elements either increase or stay the same as we go left to right, or monotonically decreasing, which means that it either decreases or stays the same as we go left to right. Let's look at an example. Given the heights of 5 people, find the height value of the person with the next largest height. If there is no larger height, store -1. Let's think about the brute force solution first. For each height, iterate through the rest of the array to find out the next greater height. The time complexity would be O of n squared, but do we really need to loop through the entire rest of the array? We're going to iterate from right to left and use a monotonic stack to keep the higher people on your right. In this case, we're going to be maintaining a monotonically decreasing stack. Every time we put an element into the stack, we still want to make sure that the stack is monotonically decreasing. We have 2, 1, 2, 4, and 3. So, of course, once again, we're going to be moving from right to left, and we're going to have our stack which maintains the greater values than the current height. So for example, if we were to deal with this 3 here, and this 3 pertains to this person in the blue on the right here, we see that the stack is empty. If the stack is empty, that basically means that, okay, nothing is greater than 3 so far. So what that means is we can just assign this value -1. which means that the greatest height so far, or the greatest height on the right side of this person, is nothing, meaning it's -1. So in that case, let's just put the 3 into our monotonic stack. And remember, this is a decreasing monotonic stack. Next, let's deal with this number 4. And this 4 pertains to this red person here. And so if we were trying to put in this 4 here, once again, we're trying to maintain a monotonically decreasing stack, meaning the smaller elements are at the top and the larger elements are at the bottom. If we were trying to
trying to think here. It's the way of thinking about the stack. I think I'm struggling with. 340, 50. Can we have our stack here? We have indexes on indexes on the stack, right? Start off at the 0th value, right? Put 0 on the stack, right? So this is the value that we're looking for. We keep looping. Go to 74. We check. Is the top of the stack is the top of the stack greater than 74? No, that wouldn't work. No, then we add it here. Does that mean we would loop backwards then? Maybe? Maybe we loop from the back. Damn, bro. It's not coming to me, the intuition. I feel like we're gonna have some sort of while here. While. See vector. We have a vector of ints res. We need to check how to hang on one second. How to initialize vector with zeros. I don't remember the syntax, dude, to do this. I always forget, bro. Switching between all sorts of languages, I always forget. 5 integers all set to 0. Yeah, okay. That's what I kind of thought it was, but okay. Res, but instead here we want, let's do temperatures dot size. Means we can change this to n. We can make it n here. So then we fill everything with zeros. You need to check if temperature stack.peak is greater than temperature. So I was thinking about it in the right way. Stack.empty, and it is an empty, and the current I that we're looking at and temperatures I is greater than the current value that we're looking at. How do you do stacked up peak? Whereas stack stacked size, push, pop, swap. How do we check the peak, dude? The fuck? Oh, top, stacked on top. Okay, how did I miss that? Greater than stacked on top. Oh shit, we need to do temperatures stack dot top. So while our stack isn't empty, and right, so let's plan this out again. Let's kind of walk through it, right? We look at our current value, right? What do we want to do if there's nothing there? Well, we obviously got to add the value here, right? So then that obviously shows that we go stack dot push, and we push our current our current value being temperatures I, right? Inside this while though, we push, okay? So then we go to the next value here, we're at 74, right? And we check, okay, well, if the stack isn't empty, it's not, and 74 is greater than that value, right? Then what? Stacked up pop. That was equal to stacked up pop. And we do res val is equal to next equals stacked up pop. How many days has it taken? Well, we would do like range is equal to I minus prev index, and then our res index equal to range, right? Is that right? And what, we return our res. I don't know what this means. Include stack. Oh. Stacked up pop. Is it not called stacked up pop? Where's the top element? Maybe you can't do this in C++. We take the top here, then we pop. has no return value, right? So, okay, maybe that could be the issue. So, we take the top, we pop. That looks right. Nope. Heat buffer overflow. Heat buffer overflow. No, stack dot push, yeah. Res dot push, dude. Jeez, man. Oh, no, that's right. It is stack dot push. Whoops. Stack dot push. Res is equal to range. I guess we don't really need to create that variable right there, but we can get rid of that. Adam, if temperature is the current index you're at, oh, I think you already sent that. Okay. Turn res. Try 56 line 13. I don't know why I'm getting this heat buffer overflow. I don't exactly know what this error means. Index out of bounds. Andre Alcazar, hi man, what's up, dude? How you doing? How are you today, bro? I'm honestly not sure what's wrong with my code right now. Res previous index. Well, I'm getting a colon here, so it's not even entering the loop here. So it's something in this while. Temperature's I. Temperature stack dot top. Stack empty. Turn res. Yeah, bro, dude, I don't know. Am I missing something here? You are pushing temperatures I and in while loop expecting it to be the index. Dude, I don't even think it's getting inside of the while loop, dude. You're pushing temperatures I and in while loop expecting it to be the index. Oh shit, I am pushing temperatures I. You are right, dude. Holy fuck, that is my issue. I don't think it's coming inside of the while loop. I There we go. That was my issue. Temperature's high. Holy fuck. I thought it was inside the wall. There we go. Okay. Cool. Nice. Thought I'd take this time to show off the project a little bit. I worked on it a little bit today while I was working. Let's get rid of this. My debugging skills are improving. Yeah, dude. Fucking so frustrating sometimes. So yeah, let's quickly log in with Google here. Oh, whoops. Let me log in with my school account here, guys. This application only lets .edu email sign up, so thank you, Aditya, for that spot there in the code. Sometimes it's tough to find that stuff, so it is what it is, though. Okay, I guess I'm just not going to sign into the application because for some reason my Duo isn't coming through, so I'm going to leave that for now. So I'm not going to sign in, right? But this is what we got so far. You'd be thinking, okay, well, it probably looks the same. Well, an error code signing in. Okay, thank you. Let's take a look here. Right, so this is what I added today. Kind of the front end here. Looked kind of shitty. I plan to put a photo here in the background, but you know, this was the university I went to in my undergrad, right? So I have the university here, the location. All pulling from the database here. Obviously, this is all 0 because I don't have anything inside my database. Browsing 0 fraternity reviews. I have to edit some of this, but got some recent posts here, so you're going to be able to post on the website, like post like some sort of vlogs and stuff like that. Oh, there you go. My Duo just came through. You haven't added the functionality yet to write a review or create a post, so had to do some refactoring for the database. Search for UT Austin. Search for UT Austin. I haven't got everything inside of there. You have to manually add the school into the thing right now. I'm trying to think of a way maybe that I can... You think there's a way that I can... I don't know. Right now, the way I was thinking about having the website is that you like manually add your school. Like if your school's not there, you add your school. You know, when you have the school, you know, you can click on your school page. I haven't added the button for this stuff yet, but right now I have to use the search functionality. But you know, you go to your school or whatever, right? Has all the fraternities that people have added, right? You could be able to add a fraternity here. You're going to be able to like, you know, post about the school. So like, this is just like general stuff about the school. Like, oh, okay, like, you know, this shit here is this, you know, Greek life here is great, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, then you can also click on the fraternity, which I haven't really added yet. You're going to be able to search fraternities and schools, right? I have to add that functionality still, but... you know, going to the fraternity page, right? And you click on the fraternity page, and then on that fraternity page there, it can view, you know, all of the different chapters of that specific school, and you'll be able to click on them. You'll be able to make reviews on each chapter, blah, blah. I still have to add that functionality, but obviously this takes a really long time to do. At least for me, it does. Trying to think what else I did. There was something else I was going to mention. Yeah, currently right now I have a really shitty ad form page. I mean, this has to be so much better, but well, let's add UT Austin, right? So we go Austin, we have the university. University of Texas, right? Fucking what states in Texas, right? Oh, never mind. I don't have the add school function set up yet. I thought I did. I worked on that a little bit ago. I haven't worked on this in a little while, but PEDS, Integrated Post-Secondary Education Data System, maintained by the U.S. Department of Education. You can download the CSVs of all institutions. PEDS. Integrated Post-Secondary Education. Integrated Post-Secondary Education. You think they would have all, like, information on the school here? I mean, that would be fire if it does, but this is more geared towards, I guess, like, fraternity chapters at the current university, but your primary source of information on U.S. colleges, universities, and technical and vocational institutions. Find your college. Search for a college. Search for my old school. Illinois University. Charleston, Illinois. General information. Holy shit, dude. My university is small. Campus security and safety. Let's go, dude. Got tennis here, bro. Play tennis, dude. Fire shit, bro. Type shit. Service members. Dude, this is crazy, dude. Hang on. Let me see what the computer science major is. Bro, look at this. Bachelor computer science. 2 people. Is this amount of people, dude? What is this? Like, completions of the number of awards conferred by the program and award level. Dude, look at this. At my school, they fucking graduated 2 people last year. Isn't that fucking insane? When I graduated, dude, from here a year ago, I graduated with 4 people, dude. That's how small the department was. Like, it was insane, bro. Like, wow, dude, they don't graduate that many people here, dude. Fuck, this university is small. Shit. Enrollment, admissions, retention, and graduation rates. Bro, 45% graduation. That's fucking insane, dude. What the fuck? That's crazy. Tuition. I don't think it has anything here about Greek chapters. So I don't know if this would be... You only had 4 students in CS? No, I had 4 people that I graduated with. It wasn't just 4 people in the program. When I started out, I started college in fall 19. So August 2019 is when I started. I graduated May 2024. So it took me 5 years. But it took me 5 years because I took a little bit longer. It's not like I was failing classes. I just wanted to play tennis there. I was like playing tennis at the university. So I took 5 years to do it. Anyway, everyone just dropped out, dude. I started off, our freshman cohort was like 50, 60 people. And everyone dropped out, bro. I went to 4 people. I graduated with 4 people. So it's very small. But yeah, it was a small program, dude. Like, I didn't go to like any fucking go-to university, bro. I went to the Eastern Illinois University. Like, have you ever even heard of this place, bro? Like, this is literally in the middle of nowhere. Like, yeah. Literally in the middle of nowhere, dude. Like, my university looked like a fucking castle, dude. It was awesome, though, dude. I loved it. But, you know, now I go to the University of Illinois Springfield. It's part of the University of Illinois system, I guess, in a way. But the computer science department is much bigger. Probably the graduation rate here is a lot higher. Programs and majors. Hey, Non-Inferno, dude, what's up? Good to see you again. My sister went to Syracuse University. That's cool, dude. Syracuse is dope. Yeah, okay, yeah, here we go. So, at my current university last year, this is where I go to do my master's. They graduated 115 people in their masters and 87 in their bachelors. So, you know, the computer science department here is much bigger. Literally way, way bigger, bro. But yeah, that's interesting, dude. Let's see UT, bro. Let's check that out for you. University of Texas. Horns up, dude. Does your class also have many Indians? Horns up, baby. Horns up. Anyway. Does your class also have many Indians? It does. I think it does. Yeah, it's probably, I would say, honestly, I'm not even going to lie to this. It's probably 98% Indian students, I think. In my class today, dude, I went on campus like to one of my first classes for this semester. I'm not even joking. I think I'm pretty sure I'm the only like white person in the class. I think everyone else is Indian. So it's like pretty crazy how there's a lot of Indian students in the computer science program. So yeah, very, very many. Enrollment. Let's see how many they graduate here. Computer science here at UT. Computer and information sciences. Wow, 202 for masters, 455 a year for bachelors. But this school is huge too, though, dude. 53,000 undergrads, bro. Like, you cannot even compare that to where I'm at right now. Like, I think my university here has like 2,000, maybe 3,000. Like, so. But yeah. Anyway, going back to it, this is what we've done so far. So we've implemented a few things, kind of got a few things working. Had to change up the database a little bit, but got it working. So it's looking good. So anyway, I'm going to end the stream there. Appreciate everyone watching. Thank you guys for the help. I'm going to San Francisco tomorrow, so I'm going to do a stream probably during the day. Quick stream. Oh, quick stream, probably probably less than an hour. So next week we'll be back though, as usual, working on the project, working on this on stream, all the C++ game, doing some Leetcode problems just like usual. But I'm gonna end the stream here. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all the love, and I will see you guys next week. I'll let you guys know how the hackathon went. I'm also gonna be making a cool video on the channel, dude. So that'll be pretty dope too. So peace, guys. See you